Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel and happy Easter!
Hi guys, happy Easter.
So we hope you have got some fun plans for the Easter weekend. You are going to be inundated with Easter eggs. Ryan has actually got the Easter bunny here with us today, but I'm sure the Easter bunny will get around to the rest of you somewhere. Yeah. I just hope you have a fun and relaxing time. Parents, I know Easter holidays means you got lovelies like this around, but it's 2 weeks. So what sort of video are we doing today?
An Easter special.
An Easter special indeed. We are going to be, or I am going to be doing some Easter themed nails for you all today. So we're not going to talk too long in this introduction because I'm going to get on with the design. But before we do that, there is something very important you will need if you want to recreate this design. And what is it they're going to need, Ryan?
Easter eggs.
Easter eggs, and we've got a few Easter eggs here, haven't we?
I'm taking them ones.
You're taking them ones. Yeah, Ryan's going to keep the dairy milk because I don't like Cadbury's.
But I don't want them.
We'll sort those out. So we've got lots of different Easter eggs here in front of us. Woo! Lovely, lovely chocolate Easter eggs. So for this design, sorry, I'm just going to need my hand a minute. What you need to do is
take the wrapper off.
Before you can even do your nail art design, we've got to open the box. We're going to start with a box of Smarties. Easter eggs.
Easter eggs.
I only got all of these Easter eggs. Why are you? I've got an echo going on. I only got all of these Easter eggs specifically to do this design, didn't I?
Yep.
You've disappeared. No one's going to be able to see you there.
Hello.
So
he'll be my replacement.
We got the Easter bunnies. So what you need to do is very, very carefully open up your Easter egg.
And then you can use this.
And when you've got the Easter egg open, very, very carefully keep the foil and put it to one side. And then what do you do with this, right?
Eat it.
Eat it.
You can eat it.
I'll eat it. Okay, hold on.
Good.
Oh, it's full of Smarties. Oh, I got a Smartie too. Right.
Can I see Smarties?
Okay. And for this design, I want 5 different Easter egg wrappers.
That's all I want to say.
Yeah, I know.
You just have it one.
No, you're going to have it.
I'm going to eat it.
Yeah. So we're going to very carefully open the next one.
I'm catching it.
Very, very carefully. And then what we're going to do with this one?
Eat it.
So we are going to go off, eat all our chocolate, have really bad tummy ache, and then get on with the design. Please give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, click that subscribe button, and I'll be back with the design once I've eaten all of this chocolate. Oh, sorry, he's finished now.
And leave a comment down below if you want to.
Oh yeah, don't forget to leave us comments, we like those. I always get lots of comments when Ryan's been in a video. So leave us
comments sometimes.
So leave us some comments, we would love that. So we're going to get on with eating our Easter eggs. Bye-bye! So the Easter eggs have all been eaten and we're ready to get started. Here are all my wrappers and I've just sort of pressed them out so they're a bit flatter, but I still want some creases in them, so I've not made them perfect. And for this design I'm using Clear Candy by Team Gorgeous and my big Bettie Brush. So all I'm doing is laying down a thin wet layer of my clear acrylic, and then taking one of my foil wrappers, I am just carefully pressing that down onto that wet acrylic. Now this is slightly easier using tips because I was able to bend it round. Obviously you wouldn't be able to do this with a client, and you might want to cut it a little bit more to size if you're working on real nails and not a design tip. But I just pressed it down and held it in place until that acrylic was starting to set and the foil was in place. And then I've popped it to one side just to leave it to move on to the rest. So this one I cut a little bit down before working. I thought it would be a little bit easier, and I'm doing exactly the same thing, just pressing it down, and yeah, and I'm going to do that with the other 3 as well. Now, I am jumping on the bandwagon a little bit with this design because I have seen it so many times over the Easter period over the last few years, but because I've only in the last 6 months got back into working with acrylic, I was like, I really want to give this a go, and I'm pleased I did, because it's something different to try, and it meant I could bring you all a nice Easter video. So I think I'm going to just let you watch me get on with the last couple of these, because I'm not sure I've got anything else I want to say or need to say. So yeah, I'm just doing exactly the same thing, moving it around. I am pressing it down with my hand. I did try first one, pressing it down with my brush, and it just made a mess. It bled all the colours, so I'm using my fingers and my hand to press it all down. Now I'm wondering if it would work slightly better if I use glue instead of acrylic to stick it down, but this is the way I did it, and I still got an end result, so yeah, this worked. As I'm on the last one now, I'm not going to sign off, I'm just gonna let you watch this. So just pressing it down. That chocolate, that Milky Bar chocolate was a good one, that was my favourite. So just giving it a good press down now. Right, now that it's all stuck down, I'm going to come in with my stalk scissors. You can get these from Glitter Planet, and I'm going to trim away the excess, and this is why it would probably be easier if you're working on nails to do this first. And I would say just flip your hands over, or get your client to flip the hands over so you can cut the tip so you can see the line, and you obviously wouldn't want to leave that much at the cuticle, but you could use a cuticle knife if needed to get closer in. Just be very, very careful with it. So I did the rest of those off camera because it's a little bit fiddly, and now we're into the capping. Now for this you want to work as dry as you possibly can, so I've just picked up a bead, drained out as much liquid as I possibly can before placing it on the nail or on top of the foil. Now what I decided to do was get down a layer of really dry acrylic, so really dry drained out beads, just a thin layer across the whole nail as a protection to that foil, and then I went back once the whole thing was covered and it was sort of starting to dry. I went back and added a little bit more well, not structure because it's a display tip, but a little bit more coverage. And the reason I waited until it was slightly dry is because I didn't want to start moving around that acrylic that I'd already put down to protect the foil, and that's what I did on that one. So that was my drained out beads, and now I'm going in and I have worked a little bit wetter, just adding a little bit more to create some structure to that nail, although this nail didn't need structure because it's only a display tip. But if you were working on real nails, that is my suggestion. I didn't do it particularly well when it came to some of them, and probably didn't drain them enough because I did get a little bit of colour bleeding, but it wasn't so bad. They still looked alright, so I wasn't too disappointed, and this was the first time I'd ever done it, so there we go. So going into the next one, and this one I did end up really messing up. I have sped it up a little bit now because I thought didn't need to watch it quite so well. So at this point I worked far too wet, and where it says Kinder, it all bled and looked awful, so I actually ended up redoing this one off camera, so the one you see at the end is a slightly different design, and I still did the same thing on that one, only not quite so bad. So into my cream egg one now. I think yeah, the purple one worked well because it was just one colour, apart from the white writing. So just draining out a lot of liquid, laying down, sorry about that, laying down a cover on the foil and then going back, oh awful, sorry about that, and then going back to add a little bit more coverage so I don't foil into the file. No. so I don't file into the foil. You can see where there it had bled ever so slightly. And now into my little bunny. So just doing the same thing. I'm just repeating myself now. But I do hope you've all had or have all got lots of fun Easter plans. Please let me know what you've got going on in the comments. I love to hear. We are off to see Peter Rabbit, which seems very appropriate for Easter. And then apart from that, who knows what we will be doing. Whilst I'm finishing off capping these, I'm going to just take this opportunity to say thank you so much to you all, because last night I hit 700 subscribers. So I've only got 300 more until I hit my 1,000 subscriber target, which I'm aiming to get to before Ryan's birthday, which is in the middle of July. So we've got a few months still, but I would love to reach that target. So please, if you enjoy my videos, please share my channel and help me get to that target of mine. And also, if there are any videos you would like to see, any designs, any reviews, swatches, I am open to suggestions. So do please leave me a comment and let me know, because I want to bring content that you're all going to enjoy and want to watch. So I'm just finishing off this last one, and then I have filed them all off camera, so you didn't have to watch all the boring stuff. And also, where I have a bad shoulder, I have to sort of take breaks in between my filing, so it would end up being really long and rubbish. So just finishing this off, and then I will file them all off camera, and then we will get into what I feel is my favourite part of any video. It's where the magic happens, because we are going in with top coat. And I'm using my Team Gorgeous gloss top coat. This is tack free, can be used on anything. Can be used on acrylic, gel, hard gel, gel polish. It's one of my favourites to use. This is the point where you can see where some of those colours have bled, like the Smarties writing, but you can still make out the word, and I don't know, quite like it. And again, this was my redo, and still the writing bled. But if you look really, really closely, like really close, with the nail in front of your face, you can still make it out. So I'm just going to finish top coating the others. I love that bunny. I was thinking about using the 5 eggs that came in this set and just doing a set, but obviously I didn't, because I used one for this. And last but not least, the cream egg one, which is one of my favourites too. Did like how that one turned out. Then I'm going to cure those for 60 seconds, and here are the finished nails. So I actually had great fun creating these. I've seen the design, as I said, many times from so many different people, and I just wanted to have a go, and so I thought I'd give it a go with some different designs. So as always, I will pop the links to what I've used in the description box down below. Obviously, Easter eggs you can get most places at the moment, and this time next week you'll get them half price or more. So that is about it from me today. All that's left to say is thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, click that subscribe button, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye for now. Mwah!